All right, my favorite part of this tutorial to this point is this episode. Diving into iOS. Listen, I wouldn't say I'm an iOS fanboy, but I do use iOS and Apple for basically all my technology because I want a connected ecosystem and I'm not going to have disparate devices. So that's where I'm at. I love Apple products and I love writing code for Apple more than I do Android generally, for a lot of different reasons, which I'll go into in different videos. But I'm excited about episode 5. Like, here we are. We're about to jump into Xcode and start writing out our first Apple app connected to this API. Now, this episode will literally just be working on structure, kind of structure our project, and then the kind of the UI. We won't connect anything. Probably won't do any click functionality yet, but you'll get the text fields and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's just get in and start writing some code here in Xcode. All right, let's jump into Xcode and get this ball rolling by spinning up our first app. So we're gonna hit next. We'll call this Note app. You'll set up your own stuff for this, and we'll walk through that when we get time to submit stuff to the Apple Store. But for now, make sure it's Swift. Storyboard's fine. UI kit's fine. So go ahead and hit next. I'm using the newest version of that, by the way. So I'm going to go of Xcode. So I'm going to go into save this where it belongs. Create. Perfect. All right, so now we have the Node app. So let's start by kind of cleaning up our folder structure a bit. I like to just kind of keep things a little neater. So let's just start out of the gate. Right, so we're going to say resources, and then we'll probably want new group. We'll call it models. Yeah, we'll definitely want models. New group. We'll want views, which we won't. We're not going to be. Everything's going to be via code here, so it's going to be a little different. Controllers. And then inside controllers, we're going to go ahead and create a new group called login, because that's where our login's going to live. So we have our view controller. So let's go ahead and put that in controllers. And then storyboard assets, and that will go into views. And app delegate, scene delegate will go into resources. Perfect. All right. So let's start. One of the great things to do here is actually we're going to be doing a lot of setting up of data or setting up of elements via code. And so you're going to be using like with height, top, bottom, all that a lot. So I like to set up a file. We'll just call it extensions. So there's a new Swift file. Extensions. And create that. That's not in controllers, those. That'll actually go into resources. And so we're going to import UI kit, and then we're going to do extension. Extension UI view, and we'll do public var width is equal to CG float, and then we're going to do return self.frame.size.width. That should do that. And we'll do that a few times now. Let's see where that gets us. So size.height. Height is height. Perfect. And then CG float. So we're going to do top now. Size will be height. Or top will be height. Height plus self.frame origin.y. Man. Autocomplete is freaking on me right now. So that's going to be the, oh, I'm sorry, that's bottom. So this is actually frame.origin.y. is top, because that's going to be, Y is the origin, Y is the very top. So then, oh my goodness, I am just jacking stuff up all over the place. Okay, so let's copy and paste this, because this will be this one. And then we'll get rid of this. There we go. And this is bottom. And then we're going to do left is CG float frame dot origin x dot x. And then lastly, we're going to do public var right is CG float. We're going to return self dot frame dot size dot width plus self dot frame dot origin dot x. All right, so that should take care of that. Gotta be honest, the coloring's a little weird for me right now. I'm gonna leave it be for now, but because I feel like these should be purple. I don't know. We'll see. So let's jump into our controllers here. So we have our main view controller. So the way this is going to set up is we're just going to kind of set it up to essentially launch to a login screen or a register screen. But in order to do that, we're going to set up a quick way for people to, so basically like the goal is to set it up long term as if you have this app and you're logged in and you're staying logged in and you select to stay logged in, like it'll just go to the app. It's not going to show you the login. It's not going to show you the sign up. It'll just show you the actual app. So inside this view controller, we're going to say, let's go ahead and get rid of this. So we'll say view.background color is equal to green. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to pause this and quit because all right, sorry about that. Sometimes the autocomplete freaks out and the color coding of all the text freaks out, so I just had to restart real fast. But that should be all we need there. And then we're gonna have the override. So real quick, let's run that real fast. This might take a minute. Actually, I'm gonna change the device that this happens on. We're going to do it on the 12 Pro Max. Direct has no member origin. What? CG rect. At this extensions folder, I just spelled origin wrong. Is my problem. So origin. There we go. Good to go. So we should be able to build the app now. Build that real quick. This is basically nothing but a green background screen, so shouldn't take very long. So pull that guy up. Takes a little bit the first time, but then once it goes, you should be good to go. Green screen, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our view controllers real quick here for login. We're not going to go too crazy here, but we will do a couple of things. So we're going to do create a new file. We're going to call it CocoaTouch class. It's going to be login view controller. Don't want to create a zip file. Yeah, within login's good. We'll go ahead and create the next one too. So the files are created. We don't have to worry about it. Our CocoaTouch class, and this is going to be register view controller. Create. Okay, so we've got those two things done. So let's go ahead quickly and set the title equal to login. Oh wait, I'm in register. And then we're going to set the view.background color equal to .white. That should, we're going to do basically the same thing here. So I can just copy and paste that actually. Copy and paste, boom, except for this is going to be login. Again, not a big deal. All right, so this is just very basic here. And then we're going to jump back here. And if we're not logged in, which we're not going to set any of that up yet, but the beautiful thing is if you write it correctly, it won't do anything crazy. It won't crash or anything like that. So we're going to do override function view did appear. And then we'll say super dot view did appear animated let is logged in equals user defaults standard. Actually, we don't need to do all this. Let's just do this. So we're just going to go ahead and let view controller is equal to login view controller, and then we'll say let nav let's do nc navigation controller is UI navigation navigation controller root view controller is equal to VC, and then we'll do nc for nav controller is nc dot modal presentation style is equal to dot full screen. No, that's not modal transition, modal presentation style. There we go. And then we're going to present nc animated false. The rest of this can go away. Perfect. Save that. So now it should pop up the login view controller when we run this. Yeah, go ahead and stop. Let's pull this up. And there you go, login view controller. Now if you did this set to true, let's show you that real fast. And what you'll see is that you'll actually see that green for a second. Probably don't want that. You probably just want it to be open, because let's say, long term, if somebody's logged in, it'll just show them the dashboard or the home screen or whatever we're going to end up calling it. But if you had the swipe up, you might see something. Now, if somebody's looking at your phone, it's very, very edge case, but you might as well set it to false, and it'll just pop up if you're not logged in. So that is the first step. So the next step, let's jump into the login view controller here real quick. So this is a lot of things, but not a lot of like crazy. It's similar to Android, just a lot of simple things happening, that just a lot of repetition. So let's go ahead and start by we're going to create a scroll view for all of these things to live into. We won't do much with it in this video, or the next video probably. But it will come into play at some point. Go ahead and throw that guy there. Oops. Okay. Let scroll view is equal to UI scroll view. We'll do scroll view dot clip to bounds is equal to true, and then we'll truer return scroll view. Perfect. So that's basically our main view where all of our subviews are going to get added. Obviously, that's actually a subview of the main view, but we'll get into that part in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a logo view. So this will be UI image view is equal to let logo view is equal to UI image view, and logo view dot image is equal to UI image. I don't actually have this pulled in yet, so we'll do that here in a second, but we'll call it logo. Logo view dot content mode is equal to dot scale aspect fit. It's freaking out because I don't have that logo yet. Return logo view. So let's go ahead and grab that real fast. Let's pull up the folder where it lives real quick here. So we're going to jump over to our views. We're going to hit assets. And we're going to create a new image set. I'll call it logo. And we're just going to drag this little guy over here. Save that. And we'll close that. And let's go back here. Did I do something wrong? No, I didn't. I just forgot this. Okay. So that should take care of that. Named. It's D, not name. All right, perfect. So now we have the logo view. So let's go down and set up, before we start adding all the views and buttons, let's go ahead and do, let's go ahead and set up let's do a little bit more work here. So we're going to add navigation item dot right bar button item is equal to UI bar button item. Title is equal to register. Style is equal to done. What's happening? Why isn't this? Whatever, we'll just keep moving. Target, self, and last but not least, action selector did tap register. That should do that. Oh, this thing is still freaking out on me. Let's close that real quick. Oh, yeah, because I haven't created that method yet. That's fine. So we can go ahead and add that real quick. So let's go private func did tap register and we'll go ahead and say let VC is equal to register view controller, and we'll say VC dot title is equal to register, and we'll say navigation controller question mark push view controller VC animated true. So that should take care of that. What is this freaking out about now? UI bar button item. Replace target. What? Oh. See, spelling is really important. It's very, very important. So you really won't be able to tell the difference, so I'm not going to do it, but basically right now we could actually run this and it would, if you hit the sign up, actually let's go and do it. So if you hit the sign up button, register, boom, new thing, you can go back to login. That's all that really happened there. So let's keep pushing here. So let's go ahead and inside of this view upload, let's go ahead, or view did load, not view upload, view did load. Let's go ahead and add our sub views. So we're going to self.view.add subview scroll view. And then from now on, you should be able to do scroll view.add subview. So logo view for starters. So let's save that. And then we're going to make sure, so then we need to do another override. So we're going to override function view did layout subviews. Perfect. And we're going to say super dot view did layout subviews. And then we'll do scroll view dot frame is equal to view dot bounds. Again, we won't be doing a whole lot with the scroll view yet. We'll do let size is equal to scroll view dot width divided by 3 using that fun little extension. Okay, and then we'll do logo view dot frame is equal to cg rect. We'll do x, all those things. So we'll do x is scroll view width, scroll view dot width minus size divided by 2, and then we're going to do 20 size and size. Okay, and then oh wait, that shouldn't be equal. That should be minus size. That's right. Okay, perfect. And then that should be it for now. So let's go ahead, and now we're actually going to take some time and add. Actually, let's go ahead and see what that looks like real fast. There you go. Hit that. There's nothing over there because we haven't done anything with register yet. So let's go ahead and add our actual text fields and button here. So let's go back up here. So we're going to say private let email text UI text field is equal to this. We'll go down here. Boom. All right, so then we're going to do let field is equal to UI text field, and I'm going to go down and return field. So again, this is going to be a lot of typing, but we'll just do some copy and paste here soon. So we'll do field dot auto capitalization type is equal to none, and we'll do field dot auto correction type is equal to no, and then field dot return key type is equal to continue, and then we'll do field dot layer dot corner radius. We'll set it to 5, I think. 5 feels like a good number. We'll do field dot layer dot border width, I think, is equal to 1. Field dot layer dot border dot border color is equal to UI color dot light gray dot CG color, I think. I'm good with that. I'm gonna do field dot placeholder. So this is what will be there until you start typing in there. Email address, and then field dot left view is equal to UI view frame CG rect x 0 0 5 0. So what this is doing is if you don't put this there, you're going to end up field dot left view mode dot equals dot always. So if you don't have this, your text will be right up against the edge of the text field, and you don't want that. Field dot background color is equal to dot white. That's fine. You shouldn't need to do that, I don't think, but better safe than sorry. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. We're literally going to copy and paste, change a couple of things. So we're going to change this to password, obviously. And then we're going to add to the password field, we're going to say is secure text entry. Field dot is secure text entry is is equal to true. Save that. But you don't want to call this email text, obviously. This will be password text. Save that. I can't think of anything. I think that's all we need there. And then a button. Obviously, a button will be important. So let's go ahead and do the login button. So we'll do private let login button, UI button. And so let's do let button is equal to UI button, and we'll return button. So we'll do button dot set title equals login, and we'll say for normal controlled state, and we'll do button dot background color equals dot link. That's fine. It's a nice blue. Set title color. Color is white, again for normal. And then button dot layer dot corner radius. Again, we'll set it to 5. Button dot layer dot mask to bounds equals true. Button dot title label dot font is equal to dot system font 20 weight bold. Okay, that should do it. All right, where are we at right now? We're 26 minutes. Let's go ahead and wrap this by finishing up this part. So we need to come down here to our view did load, and we need to add scroll view dot add subview, and we're going to do email text, and we're going to do scroll view add subview password text, and scroll view dot add subview dot login button. Okay, and then let's go down here, and we need to basically do this over and over again, but not for logo view, obviously. It's going to be for email text, password text, and then last but not least, login button. Okay, we're going to change this a little bit though. So right now it's the CG Rect is scroll view width. So the difference is we're actually going to do the Y a little bit different, because the Y is going to be at the top right now, right? The 20 from the top. But so you're going to do for the next one, we're going to do we're going to set 30 for the text, because it's going to be 30 from the side. And then we're going to say the Y is actually going to be logo view dot bottom using that extension plus 10. Plus 10. And then the width will be scroll view dot width minus 60. And the height will be 52. Well, it helps if you capitalize properly here. Oh, and then use the right letter. Is that right? $30. Let's figure out what's going on here. I think I need to do this. Maybe not. No, that's not helping. All right, I'm having a little trouble viewing this, so I'm just going to kind of do this. something about this it does not like. So I'm going to start over here. So let's grab this guy. Let's post this. We're going to say email text. So we're going to say X is now 30. Y will be logo view dot bottom plus 10. Okay. So then width will be scroll view dot width minus 60. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and then the height will be 52. All right, so let's copy and paste that for the next two. This will be password text. And that's actually going to be 10 from the bottom of not logo view, but now email text, right? So it's, it's layering. All right, so then the last one will be login button. And it's going to be basically the exact same. So we'll save that. Save that. Stop, run, see what she looks like real quick. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Oh, see, I didn't set this. So this actually needs to go to the bottom of password text. Save that. Stop, run. All right. Why can I not grab and move this? Okay, so now you have that. There it goes away. Perfect. All right. So now that we have that built out, let's go ahead and shift gears before we do anything else. We'll shift gears to our register view controller, and we're going to do basically a lot of the same thing. So we're going to copy and paste because that's a good idea. So we're going to need all of this essentially. So go ahead and go here. We're going to need all this plus some. So we're going to keep the logo here too. Email text, but what we're going to do a little differently here is we're going to do boom. So this will be, instead of email text, this will be first name text, right? And then last name text. And this will be first name and then last name. All right. And then we'll come down here. Oh, we haven't even built that part out yet. So let's bring this. Let's go back to our login view controller. So we'll need, take all of this. We don't need that one. So we'll go here. We'll go here. And then we'll add to that. So we'll say, boom, boom. So this will be first name text, frist, spelling, it's so important. First name text, last name text, good, email text, all that good stuff. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and jump back here, and we're just going to grab this entire thing here because why not? And then we'll do, throw that in there. So the last piece of this puzzle is going to be to add in two of these guys. All right, so we've got first name text. We got last name text. So this needs to change. So that stays. This one needs to be bottom of first name text. And then this one needs to be the bottom of last name text. Am I missing anything? Let's find out. I don't think I am. I think that should be most of it. Register. Beautiful. It's a beautiful story. And that's it. We have our sign up and we have our login forms, which is fantastic. I am excited to have the UI set up. So the next episode we'll actually dive in and connecting that UI to the API via some network calls and things like that, similar to how we did in Android, but very different at the same time. So yeah, hope everybody enjoyed it. We do now have a very solid foundation of UI code for iOS and UI code and classes for Android. Once we connect this API, then you should have the foundation for everything to kind of take it and run to an extent. But obviously we're going to keep diving in and keep going deeper. So I hope you're enjoying this content so far. Lots more episodes to come, and I will be seeing you very soon. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves, keep coding, and if you like what you see, click the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it. If not, no big deal. Hope you enjoyed the content. Take care.